Happy hump day, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Eric Snitil alongside John Kutchko on a day that has been a little sunnier in a few spots.
Yeah, especially right now. It's starting to peak out at the end of the day. You can see that in Williamsville on the thruway.
And you just noted outside the hallway here of the studio, that's the first sun that we've seen so far today.
It's been first sun I think we've seen it. Well, I did see a little of it actually today. I did see a little bit for about maybe 2 minutes.
Where were you at?
I was in Penfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
just
right,
for
that
a fleeting moment.
That still counts.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps with that.
Nice. Yeah.
A live view from our live sky eye. This is overlooking parts of downtown Rochester. Still kind of looks like from this shot, though, I don't see a whole lot of shadows, and you would get that now with that sun setting at this point.
Yeah, I think this is isolated haves and have-nots. Some are going to see maybe a bit of a sunset. Most probably will not at this time.
All right, now, even though we've had clouds, we have not had active weather today. We've had a few snow flurries. That's been about it. Yeah. Active storm system off to our south. That's an area of low pressure. Right about in there, you can kind of pick up that circulation there, that counterclockwise spin. That low along the Gulf is not headed our way. Sometimes they go north, sometimes they don't. This is going to be the latter, so we'll keep things quiet. Folks headed out tonight, colder night. That's going to be the big headline as we move forward. Numbers are already in the 20s. We'll continue to fall into the low 20s, and I think this is the kind of night, John, where early tomorrow morning, this is a roll of the dice with temperatures. This is all going to be, do the skies go clear? And do the winds die down? That's radiational cooling, as we call it. All that warmth from the afternoon escapes into space if you don't have a blanket of clouds to help it. So along the lakeshore, I think you'll get some help there. Temps on either side of about 20. You go away from the lakeshore, all bets are off. I don't think these are low enough. I could see single digits showing up by tomorrow morning.
And look at this area, too. You get into the Adirondack region, north of Syracuse, below the North Country. Very frigid to begin.
Yes.
And we'll warm up quickly with the sun being out.
Well, and keep in mind, those are air temps. That's not a wind chill.
No.
That's what the actual air temperature will do. So I would imagine some of those waterfalls in that general vicinity will be nice and frozen over.
Yeah, it'll take probably a couple days of that to get there. But
they may get that.
Yeah,
they may get a couple of those nights. For us, as we take things forward, watch the wind flow here. It starts to break down. That northerly flow is going away. We actually get some semblance of a southeast wind beginning tomorrow. I think it's mainly more east than anything else, but regardless, it's going to break down the flow coming off the lake. So the clouds are going to break down too. It'll be a mix of clouds and sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures near freezing. And then Friday's a little cloudier still, but I do think we keep things dry as more southerly flow starts to kick its way back in. Looking ahead to the weekend, that's your next shot of precip, and there's not a ton that shows up here, is there?
Not a lot.
Yeah, I call it a little bit.
Yet again, Eric Snitil nothing burger if you're into the winter weather delight.
Teeny tiny rain snow mix into Saturday and Sunday. 20s into the evening, some fall into the teens by about bedtime. Now, let's have a little bit more fun. And before we do this, John, you see the background image of this. We got to show folks this from your Kutchko's camera from this afternoon. Talk about what we're looking at here.
Well, really, for the last 2 days, I've awoken to light snow, and I've been in pursuit of cardinals. And there's no better way to see this kind of beauty than with a freshly fallen snow, the snow resting on the branches. And I enjoyed that the last 2 days. Look at that shot there. Had a little on his beard, if you will. But it's so neat to see. But one shot in particular I was quite fortunate on, and it's this one coming up right here. I call this red, white, and blue. Blue Jay oblivious to the cardinal taking flight. I got lucky because it's very hard to keep that in focus when the cardinal especially is on the move. But it is beautiful to see that patriotic tribute, if you will, wintertime Western New York style, with those birds just enjoying the winter weather and the snowfall.
It looks like, too, John, they're not at the same distance from you, so getting them both completely in that perfect focus feels tough,
it was a little soft. I would have liked a little better clarity on this, but it was impossible. Yeah, I was lucky to get what I did. And, look, Cardinals especially are great to see, and Blue Jays, any time of year, but especially with the backdrop of that pristine white. It's pretty cool, and a lot of people just love Cardinal stuff. So I was happy with this. I had a lot of fun.
I told you before, I think that's one of your better shots.
No, I appreciate it. Well, I got lucky.
That's a solid one.
You need a little luck when you're doing this with a camera.
And look, you earned a spot. Is the backdrop of our 8-day forecast.
I am honored.
The ultimate title, I suppose.
In my portfolio, for sure.
All right. So next week, this is what you and I have been talking about these last few days. Now, we all know, looking a week out, models, they have no idea exactly how things are going to play out. But that being said, both the American and the European model, they're surprisingly similar here in the notion that Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to get an area of low pressure nearby. There's some cold air that is involved in there, too. So we will loosely call this a wintry mix Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, to what significance, to what consequence, that all remains to be seen. I can tell you now, though, that's going to be the next one here that's even worth talking about because This is a nothing. We're obviously quiet tonight and quiet through Friday.
Sure.
Monday looks quiet too. I do think there's some potential. If that low tracks where the models have it right now, that could be a decent little system for us. You could get a good accumulating snow out of it. There could even be some freezing rain and sleet issues in there too. But the notion so far this winter has been, as we tick the days on by to get closer, the lows have tracked more west and more north, which throws more warm air into the mix here too. Sometimes that's how you get ice problems. Sometimes that's how things turn to rain. So we shall see how this goes, but everything that we're seeing right now lends itself to that would be a decent little winter event for us Tuesday, Wednesday.
I'll look forward to that, and we'll certainly get more intel, more guidance if
we're going to need
as we get closer.
Because frankly, right now, there's very no point in us having much discussion on this because of how
Now, let's spend another 20 minutes on it. How about
that? We could do that too. But encouraging signs. We'll leave it at that from what we are seeing right now.
Absolutely.
More news and weather coming up in about 17 minutes. That'll be at 5 o'clock. You'll see this guy again. You're actually heading out tomorrow.
I am. I don't want to divulge too much, but
we'll keep that a secret.
watch the shows tomorrow. We'll have some fun.
It's going to be fun. We'll see you then.
All right, take care.